What is up, everybody? Waterhole Wednesday with Horse, the haunted one, also known as Haunted Horse Poop.
It's me. I got a drop for that.
Haunted Horse Poop.
Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Jim. We are live. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. A few sports things going on. Sorry we've been off the last couple of weeks. Haunted Horse had to get his new set of horseshoes put on.
Yep.
That can be a little bit sore from time to time.
Yep.
So thank you for joining us. Horse, how you doing tonight, buddy?
Yep. I'm doing good. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my audio up here. There it is. God, now I'm yelling at my... All right. Yeah. It's always something with these sound mixers. Different shows, I had it set up for, what's the last show we did? Trainwreck. And I have to drop my mic down a little bit for that show so I'm not blasting everybody. Anyway, nobody cares.
Hoochie mama.
Why isn't that loud enough? Why am I not hearing that?
It's loud here.
Yeah, but it's not loud enough.
All the way in beautiful Sacramento, California.
Oh, the volume was down. Okay, that's it. This is the same tablet I use when I go to bed at night, and I am reading articles and stuff. So sometimes I turn the settings, and no one gives a shit. Oh, I said shit.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Now it's loud enough. All right, there we go. What is up, man? I do know one thing. My basketball team can beat your basketball team. That's what I know, because the Trailblazers are hot. And the Sacramento Kings are ice cold.
Hey, we've won 2 in a row.
Did you really?
Yeah, we've won 2 in a row. We're playing right now, going for 3 in Miami. But the Blazers are playing well. You beat us on opening night. So you got bragging rights till we meet again.
Yes.
Hopefully without Damian Lillard still.
Does Lakers only have 1 win still? That's my favorite.
Did you see that huge celebration that they had for that win? Can you imagine that? The big water party. Imagine all the champagne around,
throw it,
dropping water on everybody.
Yeah, Le Baby and Westbrick.
We need a Westbrick drop.
Anyway, 49ers got McCaffrey. I mean, this isn't a sports show, but my teams are doing good. The Ducks are ranked 8th. I mean, it has been a while since my teams were doing well. So, hey everyone, I see people out there. Give me a head. Who is it? I see on Mixcloud. I can click the magic button and see who's in the audience. Until they say something, I can't tell. Anyway, it doesn't matter. If they want to be incognito, they can. I got the Smoking Tom hat. Adam Hawk. Shout out to Adam Hawk.
What up, Hawk?
Hey, there was a little, there we go. The team chat. That's us. Is that you?
I think that's us. Are we a team? Weird.
Is that you?
Team chat?
You have access to the, I didn't know you had access to these, the login credentials. I probably gave them to you. I got the hey sup. I got the secret sneaky one that I can post from Restream. Look at that. We got 5 people in here. Holy shit. There he is, Jim. Jim was on the anticipated train wreck with you.
Yep.
And Pool Doc and myself. And we had a hoot. And Pool Doc said, Jim, anytime he wants to come on the show, he is welcome. He is a cool dude. That is a quote from the Pool Doc. So, there you go. That was a fun show. All right. So, everyone likes using the screaming Northwestern kid going, oh my God. So, whenever I post a link, East Bay Troy or whoever likes to post that. And yeah, that's my thing. Anyway. Who's going to go first tonight?
You always go first, because yours is going to be multi-segmented.
4 stories. Jim says high praise, by the way. Hoot, hoot. All right. Go for it. Go first, then.
Okay. You graduated high school, right, Morris?
I did.
Okay.
Barely.
What was your high school
I did not know I was graduating until 48 hours before. I had to pass this one class that I cut so much that I didn't get, so I had to make that up, and I had to go to community college to take the class. Took the final and didn't know the results until 48 hours before. So the degenerates that didn't get diplomas, which I almost was one, they still got the little envelope or whatever. There's just no diploma inside so that you save face when you're walking across the stage. So mine did have a diploma in it.
Nice. Barely. Usually now the diplomas aren't even in there. They're just blank holders.
Are they?
You act like the diploma's in there. Yeah, they mail them to you sometime later. So, were you the class clown?
I was the class clown and the class loner. It was me and my girlfriend. She had lots of friends.
Uh-huh.
And they all hated me, and everyone else hated me, and I was like the loner. So if I wasn't with her, I was just the loner. But I was the class clown. I got kicked out a lot. The teacher would say something. I would have a quick retort joke.
No.
Everyone would laugh, and then he'd go, out.
Oops.
So, yeah. Anyway.
All right.
So there you go. I was the class clown. And loser.
I'm going to take you back to high school.
Wayne's World. All right. I hated high school, dude. I'm going to have PTSD. I'm not kidding. I hated high school. Go for it.
All right. So we are in the 9th grade. So I would assume you'd probably
freshman.
You're a freshman. Probably would be using that zit cream that you bought off the TV.
Yeah, the stuff with the tint in it. The clear seal with the tint.
Oh, the tint. Yeah. But when the tint dried on you, it looked really, really
It looked like you were a woman wearing makeup, yes.
Yeah, you were man caking it.
Yep.
So, I'm going to ask you to spell 3 words that you should know
I'm
how to
horrible at
spell
spelling.
when you were in the 9th grade.
I'm horrible at spelling.
That's why this is going to be fun. We'll see if the chat can possibly.
I bet I get
up.
less than 1.
All right, your first word
go for it.
is ascend. As you ascend through this business.
I hate this game already. Ascend. ASSEND. That's when you send your ass. Ascend. I'm horrible at spelling, dude.
Come on, think about it.
ACCEND.
Say it one more time.
ACCEND. And it looks wrong, so I know it's wrong. Yep.
You didn't ask for the language of origin.
I know what it is. I just can't do it. I suck at spelling.
Okay.
I suck.
Well, we're not moving on from the 9th grade until you get one.
That's fine. We'll be here. Let's see. What time do I have to go to work tomorrow? 6:30 a.m.? All right. We got till 6:30.
Any chatters get it right?
Oh, they probably know it. ASCEND, Jim says. That even looks wrong to me.
Ascend is spelt ACSEND.
So either he had a typo or he got the S and the C. At least he had the S.
Yes. See, I'm the one with the power because I'm actually looking at the words now.
That's fine.
All
that
right.
looks wrong too. Every version I've seen looks wrong. And 2 out of the 3 were wrong. Go for it.
How about you spell from list 6, curiosity?
CURIOSITY.
Ding, 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 ding.
I was going to say there might be 2 R's.
All right. We are 1 for 1. We're going for the money ball.
We're 1 for 2. Because I got 1 wrong. Unless you started over.
Ascend was your first word.
Yeah, but we're 1. I got 1 correct for 2. Because there were 2.
Sure.
1 for 2. So I'm 50%.
No, I'm going on no, because it would be 1 for 1. If you're a baseball player, you have 1. Oh, I see. Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking basketball.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, unless you're starting over where you have to chain it up until you get 3 correct. Yeah. Like free throws. We're not leaving here until you make 5 free throws. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. All right. So I'm 1 for 2.
Your next word is going to be exaggeration.
Oh, I always get screwed up if there's 2 EXAGERATION.
Not even close.
No.
Say it again.
EXAGERATION. Exaggeration. Ration.
Chat, anybody want to pick him up?
Dude, you could have picked algebra, I would have failed. Spelling, fail. History, I was good at. I liked history because it was like stories. It was like, I was interested in that.
Okay, here's your next one. You should definitely get this right.
Well, you got to tell the audience how it's really spelled.
Okay, they won't even understand probably. Exaggeration. EXAGGERATIO.
See, I looked at it with 2 G's and I went with the top one. I looked at 2 and it looked wrong. That's where I get screwed up. Is it's 1 or 2? All right.
I totally get that. Okay. He's growing a beard. A beard is part of personal.
I'm growing a what?
Oh wait,
I shaved it last night, dude. I shaved it last night.
Why'd you shave it?
Because it was bugging me. It was bugging me. You know what's funny? I shaved it
at that point.
I shaved it, went downstairs, kissed the wife goodnight because I always go to bed first. I'm yelling at the. I'm very animated today, people, more than usual. I kissed the wife goodnight, and I stood there and looked at her, and she's like, "I love you," and I go, "I love you too." And I'm looking at her, and she goes, "I love, yeah, what?" I go, "What?" She goes, "What?" I go, "I shaved." And she goes, "Oh, I didn't even notice." I'm like, wow, all right. I pulled the whole woman switcheroo because usually they come out with a new dress and you're like, what? And they're like, what do you think? What do you think of what? What do you think? What? Yep. I'm wearing a new dress. Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah. So I pulled the old swap-a-rooney on her. Yeah, I shaved last night. It was bugging the shit out of me. I'm like, I'm done. I'm out.
It does, but like that means you are right at that stage where it's about to just
I was done. I was like,
So we're not going to get to see that beautiful mane until
after the cruise? I have pictures of me with a full beard. Nah, I'm just, I wasn't feeling it. Anyway, so go ahead and pretend I still have it because you had your setup ready and I threw you off.
No worries. The word is hygiene.
Sounds like health class. I know there's a Y. Hygien.
And
is there another N?
Oh,
that's my answer.
All right.
I told you.
Incorrect. Hygiene. Hygiene. That might be a sound drop there. Hygiene. I told you I suck. All right, come on, man. I gotta give you a softball here.
Give me
island,
cat,
island,
dog,
island,
hog, log, Highland,
Island,
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 Island.
Ding, ding,
yeah, that one. I mean, thank you, Gilligan's Island. It was right at the front of the screen every day when I watched that show. Were you a Tina Louise or were you a Ginger or a Marianne?
I was a never watched Gilligan's.
You never watched it?
Not a single episode.
Marianne was the one you wanted to be with, not Ginger. Even though redheads are, but no. Marianne was the cute one. That's the one you wanted to date, not Ginger. Are you done?
Ginger. Yeah. Dude,
that was a pretty long bit. Look at you. So I'm going to let you pick the article. Okay. I'm going to go through them all, but which headline sounds best for the first? I should let the chat, but there's the delay and we'd wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Poltergeist who pushed mum downstairs, terrorized family and threw plates. Woman makes cheating boyfriend pay for her nose. Oh, wait, we've done that one before.
We've
done that one. So that's old news. Okay. My nipple fell off while I was breastfeeding. I stuck it back on with a plaster. I'm assuming that's glue. These are all from Britain again. Or world's dirtiest man has first wash in 60 years, then dies weeks later. Which one you want?
Since you can't spell hygiene, let's go with world's dirtiest man.
World's dirtiest man. All right, let me get this. Change the screen. I've got. Why is that on? I gotta go through these shows when I'm done. I still got the dog bite tattoo. There it is. All right, there's a cat. It's been raining in Portland. There's a cat with a. Are you able to watch the feed? You have a feed going, right? Okay.
Yeah,
that's just what I had on the screen as a placeholder. I figured I'd show everyone. It's a cat wearing rain gear. My cat wouldn't even step in the puddle. Here's this dude, though. Hold up. I'm not thinking ahead. I got to have it so I can read it and then put it up on the screen so you can see I'm sure everyone's got an image in their head of what the world's dirtiest man who hasn't had a bath in 6 years might look like, but there he is right there. Look at that. That is one dirty dude.
Looks like Sasquatch.
I gotta enlarge this picture. Because,
yeah, you got it.
Hold on. It's where's the 4K TV? There it is. All right.
Come on, Rachel, shave your back.
If I was doing my job correctly, this would have already been ready to go, and I wouldn't be having to resize it now. But there he is. That's the world's dirtiest man. All right, so here we go. What's this? As well as shunning the shower for more than half a century, reclusive Amo Haji also smoked animal feces from an old pipe.
So he's from Philadelphia.
Feces.
That's what you're telling me.
Have you heard of that?
Hmm.
You get high? Why would you smoke animal poop? From an old pipe and refused to eat fresh fruit as he thought it would make him ill. This sounds made up, but it's in the Mirror. It's got to be true. A man branded the dirtiest in the world after not washing for decades has died at age 94. So if you want to live to age 94, you better smoke animal poop. Because most men don't live that long. So obviously smoking animal poop will let you live longer.
What kind of animal poop do you think it was? Like, if you had to smoke an animal's poop,
Probably
what are you
cow.
Going with? Cow?
Well, in Philly, it would be horse poop, horse apples. But like cow pies, they used to throw those on the fire. Cowboys would throw them on the fire because they would burn like logs.
The methane.
Well, it's not the methane. It's just when they dry up, their digestive tract's so slow that there's still a lot of fiber and pulp from the grass. So it's like a grass fire. You throw it on there, but it's dense. It's like briquettes. Amu Haji shunned the shower, fearing that to take a shower would make him sick. Also, wouldn't eat fresh vegetables because that would make him fruits and vegetables because that would make him sick. Fed up villagers recently took him to a bathroom to wash. A local official claimed. The man died just months later. In Iran. Iranian state news agency IRNA confirmed he passed away on Sunday in the village of Deja in the south of the country. Deja. Isn't that where Yoda lives? In Deja? Or is that Dagobah? In a documentary about his bizarre life, Mr. Haji said he chose to become, I'm reading it like he would. He chose to become dirty after suffering emotional problems as a young man. He then became isolated. He feared showering or eating fresh fruits would make him unwell. As well as his aversion to cleanliness, he also feared fresh fruit and drink. How do you fear fresh drink? What are you going to drink?
What's fresh drink?
Yeah, what's unfresh drink?
Yeah.
Thinking it too would make him unwell. Instead, his favorite food was rotting porcupine, and he opted to only drink water from an oil can lined with rust. Mr. Haji spent most of his life in the same village, which is in the southern province of Fars, where locals built him an open shack to live in. Yeah, they didn't want him living in there. They're like, here you go, buddy. Here's the dude. There's the dude in front of his shack. So that's where he lived. I know you're on delay. And then here's the dude. I guess he's sleeping on a rock. And he looks very dirty to me.
He looks very dead to me.
He gives a new meaning to the word dirty old man. I don't think any woman was going to be hooking up. They constructed the abode after seeing him sleeping in a hole in the ground. He also preferred to smoke animal feces from an old pipe rather than normal tobacco. The dude lived to 94. His life was immortalized in a short documentary film called, there's a movie, I did not know this, The Strange Life of Amu Haji in 2013. If Mr. Haji's claims of 6 years without a wash is true, it would make him the world's dirtiest man. And, he beat out this guy. An Indian man called Kailash Singh, 67, claimed to have not showered for only 39 years. So he's trailing him by 21 years. So
Rookie.
that guy's got to go 21 more years before
Rookie.
he beats the dirty record. So there you go. That is the first story of the night.
I don't even know where to go with that, to be quite honest with you. I mean, do you think if he hasn't showered in 60 years, has he even changed clothes
Probably
in
not.
60 years?
I want to know what the most disturbing part of the story is. He hasn't showered for 60 years. He eats rotting porcupine and drinks from a rusty oil can, or he smokes animal shit. I mean, they're like, oh my gosh. That's like Sophie's Choice. Which one is the most outrageous? I don't know.
You can't even compare them. They're just,
Where do you
out
buy
there.
rotting porcupine? Is that at the store, or do you have to go hunting?
Find rotting porcupine on the side of the road. That's where you find it.
Okay. I don't know that there's too many roads where that guy was living, but I guess. Anyway, it's your turn, dude.
Oh my gosh, man.
Buffalo chips, don't smoke a lot. Jim in Indiana so the buffalo chips, you would throw them on the fire. They don't smoke a lot, apparently. So there you go.
Oh. Okay. These actually go hand in hand. This is from Men's Health. People are eating raw, rotten meat.
Porcupine.
Getting high.
Huh. All right.
Think about that. Just think about that.
I would imagine there's some kind of bacteria. I know botulism puts off a bacteria, and of course they, now inject it in your face, and you get. So I would imagine there's something going on with some kind of bacterial something.
In this week's edition of, of Just Because Something.
Hey, Ryan, real quick. I see you looking at this little screen. You got your stories on there.
Yeah.
Dude, you need to upgrade.
I know.
Look at all these screens, and you all you need is one, dude.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pawn my son to get another one. So, and then once we have another kid, maybe that'll.
Don't pawn your son. Just send him out to mow lawns.
Okay.
And then take half the money.
So I'm going to summarize the article for you.
All right.
What the article says is people pick up roadkill. They check it. They find out, based off of doing this for so long, whether the meat is still good and how long the animal has been dead. Then they take it back to their high meat station, barn, whatever they call it. They hang it, they freeze it, and all they eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. They skin them up. All they eat is chunks off of this meat that has maggots growing on it. And then
Totally inappropriate. Outrageous.
They have something called maggot jam, where they crunch up a bunch of this meat, put it in a mason jar, let the maggots just get all over it, bathe in it, unlike that last dude, and they use that for a jelly. They go to
Rhino in Sacktown.
Is a sicko. They go to
butchers. Rhino in Sicktown.
They go to butcher's horse, and get the pieces that the butchers are throwing out and do the same thing. And this is actually a way of life.
You must think I'm pretty stupid.
So my question for you, are you eating high meat in a jar with maggots or a haunted horse poop sandwich?
Wait, haunted horse poop. Not my own poop.
That's the brand. It's haunted horse poop. So
Haunted horse. Wait, you know something I don't know? Haunted horse.
Oop, I cut him off. Whoops.
Sorry,
Haunted
Jim.
horse poop.
There we go. What? I'm you're asking me a question. I have an option.
You have an option.
So what's a horse poop sandwich?
A horse poop sando.
Like Philly or that rotten meat shit. You're saying a butcher, a licensed butcher is taking care of that and giving it to him?
No. The licensed butcher is giving these weirdos the scraps that they're just going to put in the dumpster. Or they go in and they barter with the butcher for the stuff that they're going to throw away. That's just lost automatically to the store.
How much do I have to eat of that versus the horse road apple sandwich?
Whole sando, or one big tablespoon?
Tablespoon of the meat.
Easier.
It's easier. And I get high, apparently.
So in the article, one of the guys that's been doing it for 10 years, he went in to see the doctor. His family was like, nah, this ain't happening anymore. You're killing yourself. He was healthy as a horse. Pun intended, because his body
horse poop
said his body had gotten used to that bacteria, and so if you and I eat it, we're gonna have the worst probably 4 days of our life.
That if we go to Mexico and we drink the water, we will get sick. But if you live there, you can drink it all the time and you're fine because your body gets used to it. Our bodies get it and go, oh shit, there's something bad. We've got to give you diarrhea to flush it out. Their bodies are like, you're just desensitizing your system. Same thing as a vaccine. You're introducing it so that your body knows, okay, we're aware of it now and we're going to take care of it when it shows up. Yeah, I mean, the meat thing, you know what? You want to hear me like something really interesting?
Yeah.
I will eat anything that's a food. I'm not going to go out and eat shit that's not food. But like if someone's like, hey, want to try a bite of rattlesnake? I'll try it. I'll try anything. So I'm actually kind of curious what it tastes like.
Can anybody in the chat think of exotic foods? He just said he will try anything. I will have it shipped to his house.
There was a show, I don't know if you saw it on like the Food Network or whatever, where a guy went all around the world and ate weird, not the hot stuff, not that guy. This guy had a bald head and he would go and they'd like, hey, this is bat wing. And he'd eat it and he'd try it. And everything on that show, I was like, I'd try it. The weird ones would be like, if he went over to Asia and like, they're like, here, try this dog. Probably pass on that. Just because.
There was, I saw an episode of that you're talking about where he went to the Sahara and they have all this fish that just sits out in fish water in the heat. Gross. And they just pour salt all in it. And that's how they live. And they pulled one of those things out. And that was the one thing I saw him say, this is terrible.
Yeah. And I'm not saying I like everything. I just am open to trying it.
Okay.
So I've tried some, frog legs. I've had those. Those are actually fine. I've had escargot. That's mild compared to what we're talking about. But I've tried, like I said, the dog. I mean, I can't get beyond that. Dogs are we've domesticated them. I don't know. In India, if you eat a cow, you're a piece of shit. So, I mean, we eat it here. So it is cultural, but that's basically how they make Thai fish sauce, Jim says. There you go. In the chat.
Interesting. Do you think Headstrom Vacation had any horse? Italy likes to slip
I don't
horse.
Think would. Italy? I thought it was France.
Italy.
Is it?
It's Italy, my man.
I think it's both.
Probably both.
I don't know. All right.
All right.
Are you done with your disgusting stories? My stories aren't much better. My nipple fell off while I was breastfeeding. I stuck it back on with a plaster, which is... Wouldn't you go to the doctor?
I would think so.
A mom was confused when her son stopped feeding and seemed to be choking. before she made the horrifying discovery. Was her son Jeffrey Dahmer, maybe? Made the horrifying discovery that her nipple had broken off in his mouth. Gross! What is this show?
That's totally inappropriate. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
This is what you come here for, people.
That's a free pacifier, man.
Jim says Belgium is where you eat horse. So there you go. Eat horse when my nickname's horse. That's pretty disgusting. There's a lot. I mean, many women have. Hey-yo!
Hey-yo!
I got to read this. There's a lot that people don't tell you about becoming a mom. But thankfully, there are now dedicated spaces online in which parents share their experiences in order to help other moms and dads know what to expect when they're expecting. And one mom's recent confession has uncovered something that's very rarely talked about. Wait a minute, this happens more than her? As she claimed her nipple broke off.
Did she have a boob job?
She was, I don't know. I believe it or not, I did not proofread this. I don't know where this story is going. The woman named broke off when she was breastfeeding her son. The woman named Brooke. That's funny because the name Brooke, lose an O and it's broke. Her name is Brooke, but her nipple broke. Says her nipple had begun to turn black due to poor blood flow, but she proceeded to breastfeed her son anyway. Really?
That's totally
How does
inappropriate.
that
It's
work?
lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
And was confused when he stopped feeding and appeared to be choking. When she looked down, she was horrified to find that her nipple had broken off in her son's mouth. Oh my God.
That's totally inappropriate. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
Let's go back to eating rotten meat. That was less disgusting. In a TikTok video posted, she's got a TikTok video posted to her Brooks So Basic account. She said, "Here I am, just gave birth and trying to get my baby to latch. I feel like he has a good latch. I felt really positive. He was gaining weight until I noticed the latch was not good. My nipple started to turn black at the base and white at the tip. That's a signal for bad blood flow. There's no blood flow getting to the nipple. That's a dead nipple and dead issue. But I latched my baby on. He's nursing, and then he stops, looked down, and he's kind of choking. My nipple broke off in his mouth." Brooke admitted the ordeal made her panic, as she had no idea what was happening. So she took the nipple out of her son's mouth and reportedly reattached it to her breast with some glue.
That's good.
And after talking to a nurse on the phone, she was advised to keep the plaster on. I'm assuming plaster's glue in the Britain. On as the nipple had a chance of reattaching. Maybe the plaster's like some paste.
Like new skin?
I don't know. If there's enough blood flow left in it, which thankfully it did. So it worked. I started to panic. Let's see. I rinsed the nipple off in water and put it back on and called the advice nurse. They told me that if the nipple was still alive, Ow! However, the experience turned Brooke away from ever breastfeeding again. As she explained, that was the last day I ever breastfed that child. I will never breastfeed again. People in the comments were equally horrified by Brooke's story, as many of them said they had no idea that was a possibility when breastfeeding. One person said, "I did not know that could happen. Now I am terrified. I'll continue to breastfeed, but now that will be on my mind every now and then." There you go.
So the baby had solids before he was supposed to.
I'm going to say, I used to think this when I was a kid and then a teenager, and I'll think it again. I'm glad I'm a dude. I am glad I'm a dude. The biggest thing that scared me when I was a kid was being drafted and, to go into the military to fight a war. And what's funny is then I got to 18, I joined voluntarily. But I used to be terrified. And I think it's because I grew up when the Vietnam War was on the news, right? So you're like 4 or 5, 6 years old, and there's, the war's on the TV and everything, and it's happening. And so I was terrified of being drafted. But that wouldn't be as bad as having my nipple fall off in a baby's mouth. So I think I'm glad I'm a dude. That's what I say to that. Any comments?
Oh my God. I just don't even know. Have you seen those tattoo doctors for breast cancer survivors that will actually tattoo a nipple onto the person?
Got it.
It looks
so
real.
they had a mastectomy and then you get the...
Yes. Yeah.
I know
exactly.
women that have their eyelashes, or not eyelashes, their eyebrows fall out, which is common, will get tattooing of their eyebrows. So, makes sense. Tattoo. There it is. There it is. You got anything else?
I was given permission to share a story.
Permission?
From my buddy who is still on his hunt for love. So, he thought that he met the one. And he got so excited. He didn't know the guys he was with. All the other guys had girlfriends. First time they had all ever met. This was just 2 weeks ago. And anyways, they went out, had a good time, went back, Netflixed and chilled. They're all snuggled up on the couch. One of the guys says, man, I need something to eat. You know how that goes. It just rolls from there. They're having a couple pops. I could use some food too. I could use some food. They go to the local Wendy's diner. And they're in the drive-thru. They're one of the last customers of the night. My buddy has a rule. And he got that rule from me. You modify every fucking thing that you order from a fast food restaurant so you know they're making it fresh. All right. And he got a spicy deluxe chicken sandwich, and he had it with extra tomatoes. They get home. They're eating pretty much in the dark, and he's eating, but because it was extra tomatoes, he's like, the texture is this really, really weird, but they must have put, just a lot of tomatoes on. He turns the light on, and it's a white couch, by the way. He turns the light on. He is chewing halfway through a raw breaded chicken breast. No joke.
That's not as bad as I thought. Now, that'll make you sick.
And so he goes, they're like, we need to go back to Wendy's right now. We need to go back to Wendy's right now. And she gets on the phone immediately with the store manager, who is not there. And she's like, can we keep the sandwich? And he's like, no, I'm keeping the sandwich. And she's like, well, our executives can only come up tomorrow to talk about this and negotiate this if we keep the sandwich. Because, they're going to say he manipulated it, whatever. And so he gives them the sandwich. And as they go to drive off, he's going to be meeting with the Wendy's executives the next day. The three boyfriends in the back say, no, he's good, man. Just give us a couple of free Frosties, and we're good. He won't even come back. Dude had salmonella. He was in the hospital for 6 days.
Ouch.
And, yeah, these knuckleheads probably cost him anywhere between $20,000 just to walk his happy way in a lifetime of meals at Wendy's.
Wow. Gross. Yeah. That chicken, you don't want to mess with that shit.
Yeah. I know somebody else that has lifetime meals at a restaurant.
Yeah, me. Jim Boy's Tacos. Hell yeah. They wanted my Facebook page. I should read that letter. I got to find it. I'll read the letter. That page has got what's the last time I looked at it? 47,000 people. I mean, I'm going to look right now. I got it up to 2,700 before they asked me to sell it to them. Let's see. What's it at now? Problem is I have a problem finding it because each of the locations has their own little one. So Rancho Cordova has their own one, but I'll find it. Hold up. Here it is.
So you can literally, you could walk in and order $100 of food.
I gotta notify corporate that I'm going to the restaurant so they can call the restaurant and tell them I'm showing up. So I can't walk in and go, give me all the free food. I don't have some card. I have to actually call corporate. They let the location know I'm coming, and then they go give the guy whatever he wants. So yeah, that site's up to 33,000. I thought it was higher than that. Yeah, 33,642 people, and it all started with me. One. And I remember like a month later, I had a second follower. I'm like, oh, cool. Someone liked my page. Yep.
Boy.
Yeah, there's like 3 things. They refer to me on Facebook as #1 fan. You'll always be referred to as #1 fan. I didn't ask for any of this, by the way. The free food, and then they gave me, it was either $500 or $1,000. I got to look at the letter again. They gave me cash, unlimited free food, and they refer to me as the #1 fan.
That's like the Jackie Chiles. That's the Jackie Chiles and Kramer.
Yeah, that guy was going to sue him for millions, and then he got the free lifetime coffee or whatever.
No, it was the Marlboro Man.
The Marlboro Man. I thought you were talking about the one where he burned himself with the coffee.
Yeah, that one too.
That's totally inappropriate. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
I'll tell you when this happened, because I just found the email. 2011, I sold that. So yeah, 11 years ago. February 15th, 2011. Thank you, Chris, so much for getting back to us and graciously accepting the offer that was presented for the Jim Boys Tacos fan page. I left you a message on my phone number and also want to follow up with this email. Vice President Tom Bolt of Jim Boys Tacos has chosen our company. So it was a marketing company that reached out to me and did the transaction between me and their corporate. Mm-hmm. Our company to finalize the fan page transfer. Here's the personal information you provide. Okay, here's the deal. Here are the terms we agreed to. Make the following people admins as possible. They wanted me to make their people admins of the page. So as soon as I did that, and then your name as #1 fan and founder of the Facebook page, a $500 check issued to me, a final message. Thank you for supporting the Jim Boys fan page. We've reached 2,300 members. So I was at 2,300. I thought it was 27. I'm handing over control fan page. Free Jim Boys when you are in town. There it is. Legal. And of course, I saved it multiple places. So if they try to withhold my Jim Boys Tacos, I'm going to sue them.
Hell yeah. Breach a contract.
You know what's funny though? When we first went down there, it was like a big deal. Like all the employees wanted to meet me and shake my hand. I'm like, what the fuck? I started a Facebook page. What the fuck? I'm not kidding. It was like I invented the company or something.
That's
like,
hilarious.
Hey, thank you for thanks for what? Anyway.
That's hilarious.
I don't have time. We have 10 minutes. Poltergeist who pushed mom downstairs, terrorized family, and threw plates. Claire and her family moved into the supposedly haunted, no relation, property and almost immediately claimed to have been terrorized regularly by a ghostly monk figure and a child. So it's 2 ghosts. Oh. A terrifying poltergeist allegedly pelted a family with household items and even pushed the mum down the stairs. The sinister ghostly figure, which resembled a monk and was accompanied by a child, peeping from its robes. That's weird.
Is it? Not for the...
So there's the ghost, and then there's a kid peeping out from its robes?
Well, you know that... We'll just leave it there.
Appeared almost
we know
night.
which church it is.
Do not go where yes, he's a monk. Yeah, that's where my mind went first too. Claire, her 7-month-old son, her boyfriend and sister had just moved into the home in Benchel, Withenshaw. I can not only not spell, double negative. I cannot read either.
You did that pretty well. The
malevolent presence made itself known to them. The family claimed the apparition pelted them with plates, ornaments, and a piece of shelving, reports the Manchester Evening News. The mum then turned to the vicar, That's a joke in Friends.
Vicar.
Is it vicar, a priest, and several nuns in an effort to exorcise the dangerous. So it's a monk, so he got a priest. It's like some holy war thing going on. Spirit, but such intervention did little help. On one occasion, Claire claimed she had been pushed down the stairs by an icy hand. The story appearing on the front page of Weekly Manchester Metro News, a sister title to the Man. So they're giving credit. Oh, Claire told the newspaper at the time the family loved the home, but after the terrifying occurrences, begged the council to move them. She said it started soon after we moved in. At first, icy hands. At first, I thought it was nothing, but slowly it got worse and worse. I'm just so frightened. We all are. I like the house, and I like it round here, but I just can't live with this. I can't take much more. Those are quotes, by the way. Describing the ghostly monk, the mum said it can be seen clearly when it appears, and it looks as though its face had been burned. She spoke of her fear, believing it was only a matter of time before somebody in the house got hurt. How can you be terrified and still live there?
Sounds like she just doesn't like the house. Let's just put it that way.
I mean, I'm terrified. Okay, we're going to bed. Like, leave. There's Eddie Murphy does this bit on one of his stand-ups, like Delirious or whatever. It's like the difference between, well, I'm not going to get into his racial things, but he's like, there's a ghost in the house that says, get out. And it's like, oh, we're out of here. And then it's like the TV, the poltergeist, ends up in the TV and he goes, yeah, I tried to turn the channel, couldn't get her out, so we left. It's like, why do white people stay in the house when it's haunted? Nuns from the Altrincham Road convent in Sharston. God, there's a lot of big names in here. Sharton.
Wendy Williams.
They sharted. Had visited the home and given Claire a crucifix. So there you go. You hold that around and you're safe, right? He's a monk. Obviously, he doesn't care. The Reverend David Thomas of St. Luke's Church had also visited the family home in an attempt to rid it of the spiteful apparition. He said, this quote now, we said some prayers in the house, but that's all I could do. I don't know why he sounds Southern if he's in England. I think she's very genuine about what she feels, unquote. A concerned Father Michael Murray from St. Rhodes RC Church so every church is taking a shot at this thing.
Yeah.
In Woodhouse Lane had also visited the property to bless it with holy water. After being approached, Manchester Council told the newspaper they had no policy to deal with poltergeists. Well, they need one. A spokesman for the council said she needs to go back down on the housing list, but I don't know how long it will take. The spokesman added the council only moved people at short notice if there was a threat of violence. She got pushed down the stairs, people. That's pretty violent. Allegedly. A week later, the same newspaper reported a team of Ghostbusters had visited the house in an attempt to discover more about the alleged poltergeist activity. Members of the Stockport Ghost Society began their investigation at the family home. Angela, one of the paranormal investigators, said, quote, I'd say there's definitely something there. And it's not like a poltergeist. It's a ghost that does things like a poltergeist for attention, unquote. I gotta read that again. I'd say there's definitely something there. And it's not like a poltergeist. It's a ghost that does things like a poltergeist for attention. So it's not like a poltergeist. It's like a poltergeist. I don't fish on a boat, okay? I fish on a boat. Despite the terrifying manifestation of the alleged spirit in its actions, Angela felt the monk was not malevolent in nature. Initial investigations into several rooms in the house are said to have detected a presence. resulting in one of the investigators becoming dizzy and lightheaded. Maybe he ate that rotten high meat.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Must have been hungry.
There you go. Poltergeist pushing people down the stairs. That's bullshit.
Chomping on that meat.
Are you nuts?
That's what I want to ask all those people.
Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Are you nuts?
All right. That's all for me tonight.
That's all I got, too. That's crazy, man. I think she just doesn't like the house. I mean, a cold hand pushing her down the stairs.
Icy hand.
Man, icy. What's the difference between an icy hand and a cold hand?
Ice.
Ice.
Vanilla ice. Ice, baby.
Baby.
Boom, boom, boom. That's the sound you make when you go down the stairs. Ice, ice, baby. Boom, 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 boom. He stole that from that article. All right. There it is. Hey, we are 2 minutes early. Look at that. Jim in Indiana, do you have anything to add? Let's see. I didn't know Big Head Betts was guest hosting the show this week. Huh? Huh? Jim, are you watching our show or are you watching two things at the same time? Big Head Betts?
Jim's shooting some smack. Hey, Jim, what's the score of the World Series?
Yeah, Jim, what's going on with your guy? He knows someone, or someone went to his college. Astros are up 5-0, middle of the fifth. You butchered the English language. There it is. Because I can't talk. Winthrop. Yeah, okay, I get it.
St. Louis Bauhaus.
All right, I get the reference now.
What do you got going? Tell us what's coming up for you.
Who?
You.
We got Woodscopes on Friday. I don't know. He has not posted who the guest is yet, so I'm not going to say who the guest is because I'm only the executive producer. I am not the talent. I'm not the big, huge star. I'm just the EP. So until he 12wood posts who the guest is, we just have one. Right. And then I have Saturday night off, although I did say I might do a DJ Haunted Horse show because people were like, we don't get a show on Friday. And I'm like, maybe I'll do one Saturday, and Pool Doc might join me. I don't know.
Cool.
Anyway, you can join us if I do it.
Cool.
And then we're back here next week. It's November, dude. Can you believe that shit?
No Shave November for the youngins.
I shaved.
I ain't a
my
youngin'
wife
anymore.
pointed out that I literally shaved on the first day of November.
Yeah.
That's backwards.
So how often do you actually have to shave to keep it clean? Every day?
Every 3 days.
Okay.
I mean, it'll get stubbly, but it doesn't really look really... Here's the thing. The wife, it's the razor burn on the face. You know, you kiss, and you get the little razor burns, whatever. So, get a room, people. So yeah, if it gets to 2 or 3 days, then she's like, ow, you're sticking me with your whiskers. So anyway.
But then when it gets past that itchy phase,
it was past.
when you're growing the beard,
no, it was itchy from.
She's like, oh, what is that?
She likes the beard. Yeah. When I shaved it, she probably wasn't too thrilled, but you know what?
It's your decision, buddy.
Deal with it. You married me.
My body, my rules.
Yeah. Well, I've got to be a little more empathetic because obviously wife number 1, 2 didn't work out, so I've got to be a little more giving on wife number 3. Otherwise, wife number 3 will be divorce number 3.
We don't want that to happen.
No. So if she wants a beard, maybe I should grow it.
Very cool.
Jim says Houston's up 5-0. See, that's the delay. See, I can access that information faster than Jim can get it from the delay and then type it into the thing.
Yeah.
I think we're good until next week.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
You got anything? You had your show with Grant today, and then you have your next show on Friday.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, right? 3?
3 o'clock. Yeah, our YouTube live shows run Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Why aren't you sharing that on your Twitter feed?
I do. I retweet all that stuff.
Retweet it or tweet it when it's live?
I tweeted when we were live too today.
I saw it in Grant's feed. I don't see it in your feed.
Well, look a little closer at your 19 screens. You'll find it somewhere.
Yeah. Hold up. There it is. Why? I might have you muted. Let me see.
Really?
Yeah, if you talk politics, I don't care
I
who you are. Nope,
politics.
you're not muted. You're just not showing up in my feed. I did see you tweet at Jim Rome today, though, so I saw one of those.
Yeah, I'm like blocked off.
When's
that
the last
show,
time you got read?
Couldn't tell you. Really, quite frankly, don't give a shit. But yeah, so we got Grant's show live, YouTube live.
Whenever
Monday,
someone
Wednesday,
says
Friday.
they don't give a shit, they give a shit.
I actually don't, though. Like, I really don't. I'm kind of over it. It's same shit every day.
Dude,
so
the Reinvention Project. It's gold.
I know. Yeah. I know.
It's
you
good
love
stuff.
It.
I went through them 5 times. I was
going to say, you're on your 5th run around.
Yep.
So, yeah, we got that. And then also 3 o'clock daily, we have his Listen App show, basically a radio show over an app. People can call in. And that is Monday through Friday. And that's kind of it for now. We've got some cool things in the works at the moment, and we'll keep you updated as those begin. And obviously the Waterhole, my best bud, Haunted Horse Poop.
Jim in Indiana was our chatter. He was even on the show, The Trainwreck. Jim and Jana carried the whole chat on Saturday night. Even though we knew there were people in the audience, because we can see the numbers. Like, there's people out there. They're just being all stealthy and shit.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. You don't have to chat. I appreciate all the views. Not a joke.
Absolutely.
If you come in here and you watch the show, much love. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
HollywoodRejects.com. Find out the schedules of all this shit. All right. And then your next show with Grant is Friday. So, all right, cool.
Tomorrow radio, TV.
I forget. See, I don't listen to the audio ones. I only count the video ones. So.
Okay, yeah. So video Friday.
Yeah,
and that's live.
I mean, the audios, I want people to listen to that too. I just don't check those out. I like the video ones.
Yeah,
everyone's
fun.
got their different preference, right? I like to see the people talking.
Yeah, for sure.
Grant's hair's starting to grow back in too.
Yeah, and his stuff looks so good, man. And for everybody out there, that's all horse.
He had the ocean behind him today.
So that was from his Miami condo.
I love it. Nice. Yeah. All right. We are last minute, last segment, last words.
Have a great weekend. Looking forward to Woodscopes. Love you, buddy. And we will see you next Wednesday. Kick it to Horse. Horse, what you got to close this up?
3, 2, 1, we're out.